Hey guys, it's me, Melly. Welcome back to my channel, Melly's Yarn and Book Adventures. Today is Monday, January 21st. It's about 9-ish, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm on the East Coast. So everybody, sorry. First I want to say sorry I didn't make my second video, question of the week, last week. Things got a little crazy in my house. I had some drama concerning me and my hubby. We had a disagreement. And I just was kind of not, like, I was just upset, whatever. Like, I just didn't want to be bothered doing anything. Like, I just was like, whatever. I needed to reflect off the disagreement and figure out how to not fix it but talk it out without starting another argument. Anyway, that's off topic. Anyway, welcome back to my channel, Melly's Yarn and Book Adventures. Here, I welcome everybody, knitter, crocheter, any type of craft. You are welcome. Because I'm starting to delve into other crafts besides knitting and crochet. I'm starting to make jewelry, which I'm making stitch markers, but they can be used as earrings also because of the findings I'm using. So they're dual purpose. And I'm thinking, I told my husband I think I might try to find a way to sell them. I actually ordered more supplies for it. And I ordered the flat nose plier thingy tool. So I can get the finding the jump rings open easier than using my fingers because they're tiny. And my fingers are not always so well. Anyway, what else? Okay, so here, what do we talk about? We talk about anything knitting, crocheting, crafting related. We also talk about books, what we're reading or listening to, you can recommend me books, I'll recommend you books, we can have book discussions. Basically, it's like one big chat. So I'm going to, the series, I know I'm kind of all over the place today. I'm not very organized today. That I'm going to do once a week, hopefully. I've been doing it once a week, but I've been calling it like question of the week, but I've been going through everything. So I'm going to actually split it up and do question of the week as its own video, which I've said I did, but I missed last week because obviously I told you. And I'm going to do this part of it as like a chat, like a big chat, like a podcast. It's a podcast. So this is podcast episode number 2. And I'm going to call it Melly's Chat. No, I don't like that. If you have an idea for what I could name this series, let me know in the comments down below. I can call it Chatty, Melly's Chatty Corner, Melly's Chat and stuff. I don't know. If you have a comment, let me know down below. If you're looking, okay, so if you're a new subscriber, welcome. Thank you for checking me out. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning to hang out with me for the next 20-ish minutes or so. We'll see how long it takes. If you're a new subscriber and you are looking for tutorial type videos, I am not that videos. I'm not the one. It's not me. I don't do tutorials. I can recommend some, but I don't do them myself. And I'll tell you why. I don't have equipment. I use my desktop and I use my phone. And I may now start using my daughter's Samsung tablet, but I'm not sure about that yet. Give me 1 second because this pop-up is really annoying me. Anyway. So yeah, that's it. Welcome. Everybody welcome, 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 welcome. So, what's on today's chatty agenda? I've acquired some new stuff I finished some stuff. I've started some new stuff. And I'm almost finished reading my book. I'm literally a chapter away. So I think I can kind of review it because now it's just more of a closure than a storyline. So I'm going to give it a mini review. And then next week when I do my next video, my next podcast, I'll give it a final review. We'll see. Anyway, let's do finished objects first. So, I don't remember if you remember I showed you, maybe I didn't show you this yarn. Yes, I did show it to you. So, the mill end yarn I got in my job. And I have the bag in blue and the bag in gray. Well, I made, for my coworker, a cow. I crocheted it in half double crochet. I even put a little button on it. I didn't sew it on very straight, but there's a button on it. And I actually, since I did it in the round, you can't see it. I put a stitch marker to mark the beginning, and I'm actually going to gift her the stitch marker because she's a crocheter and knitter also. So I'm going to gift that to her, which is why it's on there. But let me show you. She's about the same height as me, so this is what it looks like. But if she wanted to, see if I can do this without because it's kind of stretchy. This yarn is kind of stretchy. So let's see if I can do this without actually. She could kind of go like that. Don't mind my messy hair, and kind of make it a neck warmer, which I could actually use one of these right now because it's freezing cold outside. But yeah, she can make it a neck warmer, and it's still stretchy enough that she can loosen it. Like this yarn is kind of stretchy, so she could use it as a neck warmer under her jacket. And I think it would still be good. And if she wanted to block it out to stretch it more to make it longer, so if it's a little tight, if she doubles it, that's fine too. I'll let her know that. I think if she steam blocked it, it would work. Sorry, had to put the hat back on because my hair needs to be washed. So that's one finished object. My next finished object. Remember the tube scarf I was making for my daughter's friend? I finished it. And I sewed it up. And I think I did a pretty darn good job doing it. I started it off with a ribbing. Decided I didn't like it. But then I also wanted to do that. I was going to finish the ribbing on this side so it would be even. But then I decided when I sewed it up, it kind of would look like a seam but not a seam. And I think I kind of like it to be turned that way back. And when I was sewing it, I thought I messed it up. I thought I twisted it because it's not hard to sew. I mean, it's not easy sewing something that's a tube together. And I'm actually kind of mad because I thought, now I'm seeing it, I thought this color and this color was the same color, but it's not. But that's okay, whatever. And the person it's being gifted to is kind of tall, so that's why I used just about the whole ball of yarn. And she can also double it up, and it'll still be cute. Yeah, she's like, yeah, she's tall, but I'm short, so, but she's taller than my daughter, and my daughter's like 5'3" ish, I think. So she's like almost 6. No, yeah, she's just as tall as my husband, and my husband's like 5'8". 5. So yeah, that's the other gift. Okay, so that's finished objects. I'm still working on the scarf that goes to the hat for my neighbor. I'm starting to get annoyed with it. I really am. But I also have to steam block it out. And I don't know if it's going to work. But I guess I'll try. So yeah, that's the 2 finished objects. I'm not even going to tell you all the things. Well, okay, so I have 2 whips. Or half finished objects. No, we'll start with this one. Okay, so remember last week I told you guys that I watched the Cornero Crafts. I watched Hannah. Go check her out. She's really cool. I've never really, like, I followed her, and I've always followed her for a while. I just never really, like, I would watch, like, videos here and there, but I never really watched. And then I watched her Vlogmas. Like, I faithfully, every day, watched her Vlogmas, and then I said, you know what, let me go back. And I went back, and I started watching. I watched last year's Vlogmas. I said, okay, liked all the videos. Let me go back further. So I went back further. And I'm starting watching her podcast videos. I think I'm on, she changed it. It was like podcast number da-da-da-da-da. And then she changed it to Crafty Chat. And now she's changing it. I'm at the part where she changes it back to just podcast episode, whatever. So anyway, during her Vlogmas this year, and then when I went back and I realized this girl is an avid sock knitter. Like, I tagged her on Instagram, and I tagged her on the picture on Instagram, and I put, hey, you got me interested in, I had finished my first sock, and I said, you know, because I had said to her, look what, I had tagged her before and said, hey, look what you started. Like, I want to knit socks, or try to knit socks again, because I have knit socks before, and it was, like, very intimidating to me because the whole heel flap and stuff. And I actually did find other methods, like the afterthought heel, or the short row heel, German short row heel, I think it's called. But then I kind of gave up because I didn't have the right size needles, and my socks were coming out not too big in the foot area, but too big in the ankle area. And even if I made them longer, I felt like they would still be too big in the ankle area because I have very skinny. I have skinny ankles, just like my skinny behind wrists. Like, I don't know what it is. Anyway, when I finished the sock, I'm not finished yet. Stitch markers, afterthought heel. When I finished this and I put half finished object, what do you think? Did I do a good job? I figured I'd ask you because you're the goddess of sock knitting. Or you're the goddess of knitting socks. That's what I put. Yes, I know my toe is weird. By this point, my Kitchener is horrible, and the reason why is because I got frustrated with it. Because I think my son was talking to me and I just wanted to be finished it. And it's very odd. And I wish maybe I had. Anyway, so this is like my test socks. It was sock yarn I had. The ankle is very loose. But I have to finish this pair. So, if you guys remember, oh no, where's my fourth needle? Okay. I went out and bought smaller needles. I think these are going to fit better. I hope these are going to fit better. So, this is the next part of the sock. Afterthought heel is done, and I'm actually trying to follow the pattern for the afterthought heel pattern. Afterthought heel is done. I'm almost where I switched the color for my toe. And yeah. So I'm almost done that. Now, I'm enjoying knitting these socks. Very calming. Now, well, I was out on Saturday because I had the day off of work and I had to go buy laundry detergent in Walmart. Oh, let me put this sock away. Don't you just love my bags? Cute. Look. They're Christmas bags. They're like little Christmas gift drawstring bags. I bought 3 of them. Well, yeah, I bought 2 for my knitting, and then I bought 1 for my daughter to put an actual gift in. So I actually got to go grab that 3rd one because I want it. She said she didn't want it, and I want it. And I couldn't find any more in my job, so I want it. Aren't they cute? I can scrunch them up and put them in the bag if I want, but I choose not to. I can carry them because they do have handles, like I can carry it. Anyway, and I don't care, like I said before, I don't care, it's Christmas. Anyway, and I got these in AC Moore. So, anyway, I was in Walmart buying laundry detergent. And I always walk by the yarn section because it's not very large. And I walk by, and let me tell you, I'm not a yarn snob by any means. I'm really not. I don't like Red Heart Super Saver. Only because I feel it's rough. And I always walk by and go, oh, let me feel it. Plus, my mom used Super Saver or Red Heart when I was a kid, and my hats and scarves, so I think that's also why. Plus, I know there's better feeling yarns out there, so maybe I am kind of partial to being a yarn snob. But anyway, but I have used, in my husband's blanket, I had a Red Heart, and it was like a tweed. It was a cream with like tweed flex, and it was super soft. So I really think it just depends on the dye. I'm really starting to think that. So I think okay. So, and the reason why I segue into why I'm saying this is because when I was in Walmart, I've seen Hello Gorgeous by Red Heart. I felt Hello Gorgeous by Walmart. Or not by Walmart, in Walmart. The same Walmart. I walked by and felt it. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, it's okay. Then I went over and would feel the Super Saver. Like, is it similar? So I did it again today. Because when I was in Walmart. Because I really like these colors. It's called Orchid Blossom. And I felt it. And it feels softer. It's not very rough. So, perfect house sock or boot sock. And these actually fit. I took a pattern. Actually, I'm lying. Did I take a pattern? I kind of took a pattern. I looked at worsted weight yarn sock patterns. And then I decreased it. Because they were using a bigger needle than I was. And I know my legs are very skinny. So I decreased the stitches by, I have 42. I think it said 48. So I decreased it by 4 stitches. 2, 4, 6. So 6 stitches. 42, 43, 44, 45, 6, 7, 6 stitches. I decreased it by 6 stitches. I only did 42 stitches. Now I just have to find the perfect toe pattern. I don't think I'm going to do the square toe where you got a Kitchener. I think I'm going to find, I think it's called the star toe, where you decrease like in a similar fashion where you decrease it for a hat, but it's not round, it's not as rounded. Anyway, I tried these on last night. This is going up to the heel. So I only want 2 inches, 2 inches. So it's like mid-calf. Not even mid-calf, a little bit below. Above the ankle, but below the calf, mid-calf. I'm going to start doing German rows, short rows, to see how that works out. And hopefully it will work out. And I'm actually going to segue into something else in a second. I also got another color, and I did the same thing. I felt it to see if it was similar to Super Saver in its coarseness, I guess you could say. But I really like this color. So I guess you could say not all Red Heart is alike. Like, the stripes are like really rough. I don't like the Red Heart stripes. But I mean, for other things, I guess for hats and stuff it would be fine. But I need soft and squishy. So I guess, yes, I'm kind of yarn snob. So I bought another one. And this one is called Sedona. And it's kind of, I don't know, fallish. These would make another cute pair of socks. I'd probably get like two sets of socks out of this. So 4 socks out of this ball if I don't. But we'll see. Anyway, there's that. And then I was gifted a whole bunch of yarn. And most of it didn't have labels. But there was like 4 balls of this in there, which I think would go really lovely with, I have some I think it's alpaca. It's from Ice Cream. I think it would go really lovely with that to make a hat and scarf. There's like 4 balls of it. And I know I can 1 ball of this because this is similar to the mohair I got from Wish that I'm using for a thing. There's also another type of Rowan yarn, but I packed it away down the basement because my husband told me he wanted a yarn-free corner over here. So what I did was I packed some of it in a big tote, and then I put the rest that was actually in my basket on top of the tote and just covered it with a beautiful blanket to keep it clean. So that I know what I know what I have, but so that it's easy access to me. Anyway, now, other acquisitions. I ordered some stuff online a while ago, and I ordered it from 2 websites. Oh, I remember. Do you remember I told you there was a website, a craft website? 8 Seasons, that's what it was. 8seasons.com, and they sell all kinds of craft stuff. They sell yarn. They sell jewelry stuff. They, like, everything you could imagine, they sell. They have a warehouse. I'm going to assume they have a warehouse in New York somewhere. But they also have ship from China, and it depends on the shipping. Like, I don't understand why shipping is cheaper to ship it from China and for it to take like 20 days versus shipping from New York and it taking less time. It was really odd because I just ordered jewelry, charms and stuff, and I looked at it and I'm like, why is shipping cheaper to come from overseas than it is to come from within the United States? And I know it's probably a weight thing, net weight issue, but it still makes no sense. Anyway, so I ordered from 8 Seasons. It's called 8seasons.com. I ordered, where are you? Okay. So, and I actually did try it with this, but with the, okay, so I ordered this, and this is a size, oh my god, what size is it? Can I get you out? This is the size 2.5, it's 24 inches, or I think it's 24 inches, it might be 32 inches. It might be 24. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's 24. I guess maybe I should have ordered the 32. Because I don't think this is long enough. But I had ordered it for sock knitting. To do Try Magic Loop. And I'm not saying it didn't work. But I'm saying it's just too... I'll stick with DPNs. But I could always use this for a shawl or something like that with my fine yarn. And I did try it with the... It did work. And as you can see, it's very bendy. So that the cable wasn't the problem. The problem was either I didn't buy this long enough. Because I think this is... It doesn't tell me. But I'm pretty sure this is not long enough, and that's why I had the issue. But I don't want to buy anything longer. I mean, it worked, but it pulled. Anyway, I like DPNs, and I'm actually thinking about ordering. You live and you learn, right? Live and learn, live and learn. I thought this would be long enough, but I guess not. Maybe I'll try again. I can always use it for my afterthought heel, though. If I do afterthought heels. So that's fine. It'll come in use, don't worry. And then I ordered, because I didn't realize it. Okay, so I ordered more DPNs. Because I like DPNs, and I ordered them longer, because right now I'm using short ones. And I realized I do like the longer ones also. It's just fiddly at first. I wonder if it's the same size as my metal ones. Now I'm going to have to check. Interesting, interesting. Now I'm curious to see. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay. Don't pull out one that's on live stitches, Melinda. Okay. Oh. These are longer. Interesting. If you see, they're a little bit longer. I might have an issue with that. I'll figure it out. Whatever, I'll figure it out. And then, because I saw it, I spied it, and I wanted to try it. Yarn. So it says dry cleaning or hand washing gently only. But I can't read Chinese. So I'm not quite sure the content, but it's supposed to be milk cotton. But it's super soft. Like, it's super soft. And it's spun very well. So, and I think I only paid like 80 cents for the ball or something like that. I don't even remember. But, yeah. I might have to order more of this. I can make maybe a shawl or something with it. I know it's 50 grams. That's about all I can read. Very pretty, a very pretty label. Like, minus the writing. It's a very pretty scene on the label. This was from 8 Seasons. And then from Wish. What am I stepping on? Oh. From Wish, I couldn't find, in my job I couldn't find, the 16-inch knitting needles. And so, I think I paid like $5 for a pack. And I actually used one. So let me get that one out, because I think it's still in my in my other bag because I switched it. Oh, sorry. I switched my daughter's scarf from the needles the circulars I was using. Wait, what did I do with it? Oh, it's over here. The Susan Bates circulars I was using to these, which I have to put it back. And the joints are smooth, very bendy, very, you can see, very bendy, not heavy. The points are blunt, but not too blunt. It worked. The only thing was, and I like it came each pack, it comes from 1.0 to 5.0. I think it was 1.0 millimeters to 5 millimeters. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these super tiny needles. That's like lace work right there. But I really wanted like the smaller ones, which, let me see if I can find the one. Nope. Ah, right here, right in front of my face, so that I don't lose and forget what sizes they are, because they don't have them written or etched on them. But it comes with a darning needle and it comes with a needle sizer, but it's the way they size them in China, which is, I guess, from however it's sized. But all I did was I went back on the Wish website, looked it up, because they do tell you in the description the millimeters, and just wrote them on the back, so I know what the millimeters are. It's really not that bad, but I like them, and I figured they would be good for hats, scarves, afterthought heels, whatever. So yeah. All right. So where's my? Okay, there it goes. Anyway, so that's all the stuff I bought within the last month. Oh, I'm also taking part in the Craft from Your Stash challenge, and I failed for the month. I definitely went over my budget, but I finished 2 objects. So I'm gonna say I spent about $20. So I spent about $20 instead of $10. No, I'm lying. I spent No, I've definitely spent more money than that. I probably spent about 30-ish. We'll say 40. So I've definitely spent about $40, but some of that I'm looking at late Christmas presents, because I bought myself a Christmas present, but then I re-gifted it to somebody. So if my needles and stuff, I'm going to say were my Christmas presents to myself, so I'm not going to count that. So if I minus that, I would say probably about $25. And then I just finished 1, 2, 2 objects. So that's $2. So I'm down to $23. And I'm about to finish my second sock. So that's a pair, and I know that'll be like $1. So that's $22. So I'm negative, so I'm $22. However, here's how I'm justifying this. My job, AC Moore, is closing soon. I will not be able to readily get yarn unless I order it. and I won't have a job. I will be unemployed, so I will not have disposable or ready income or ready like available money to me. So I'm stocking up. I'm stocking up for when I am unemployed until I find another job and I need something to do. So next month probably, and the month after, depending on how fast I find a job, because I've been putting in applications, I will probably be plus, like over, like I didn't spend no money. That's $10. There you go. That's next month. I didn't spend no money, and I'm making things. That's $10 plus whatever I make. So I've justified it. It will even itself out. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah, I think it makes sense. It makes sense to me. Like, I know what I'm going for. So, there. All right. So, on to my next item. What am I reading? I said I was reading Sleepwalkers by Meg Wolitzer. I'm a chapter before being done, so it's closing up. So, the main part of the story, I feel, is already completed. Just about. Like, it's wrapping up. This book, okay, so my mini review. I'm going to do my first thoughts. Let's call it that. My first thoughts. My first thoughts are, it was interesting because it's dated. It's definitely dated. It's definitely, because it's an older book. This book was written in 1982. And then it was re-released in 2014. It's definitely, I was 4 years old when this came out. No, I was 2 years old. When this came out, I was 2 years old. Definitely, it's her first book. It reads kind of like that. It's very detail oriented, I want to say, like overwhelmingly so. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I get it. I understand. It's very deep. It talks about very touchy issues, like very trigger: death, loss of children, suicide, trying to find your place in the world as a teen, fitting in, but also finding your own way, and grief. There's some sexual things going on, but nothing bad, just within relationships. It was hard to read because at times I was like, okay. And I'm like, oh, I really don't want to read this no more. Like, it becomes kind of repetitive. But at the same time, the main character's storyline kind of affects her people within her circle, in a sense, I could say, like her family and her friends and the guys she's seeing and things like that. But it's, once I was like, all right, because it jumps from present day, or what would have been the present day in this book, to the past of the poet that the main character is obsessed with, and her life. So it was kind of confusing. Like, it tells the story of this poet who is a fictional character, and then it jumps back to present day. But then there's flashbacks of the past from the parents of the poet that the main character is obsessed with. So it gets kind of confusing, but in the end, it kind of and I think that's why I didn't want to read it. I was like, ugh, wait, where are we at? Are we in the past? Are we in the present? Wait. And it was like, okay. That doesn't make sense. It was like, okay. It was confusing where you had no warning of it. It just went from boom to new chapter, boom. But that doesn't take away from the story and the purpose of the story. Kayla from Books and Lala, if you're listening, which I know you're not, this was on your wants to read list, I think you would enjoy it. It's dark. It's not a thriller, but it's dark. You'll probably find it dated, and you may find it tropey, but I know you like the whole friendship dynamic in a book, and there's that going on in here, so I think you would like it. So, if anybody watches Books in Lala, which you probably don't, because you're a bunch of knitters and crocheters, most of you, or crafters, somebody pass it along that she would enjoy this book. So there. I enjoyed it. Once I understood the dynamic of the flow of the book, I enjoyed it. And I would recommend it, but there's triggers in the book. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for now, because I think I just spent, I don't even know how long this video is. 41 minutes, okay, yeah. Definitely went over time. Anyway, but I had a lot to say because I missed my video last week, so sorry guys. Anyway, so if you enjoyed the video, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. Comment below, let's have a discussion. What you're reading, what you're making, what you bought, anything like that. Recommendations. Can you recommend a good needle? I'm thinking about buying the Addi Flexi Flips or the Haya Flyers. So if anybody has tried those needles out for sock knitting, let me know in the comments down below, please. Because if I want to spend 20 some odd dollars, plus shipping on Amazon, because that's where I'm going to buy it. I want to make sure I'm buying something I'm actually going to be able to use. And I'm not going to buy it just yet. I'm going to wait because my birthday's in March, so maybe I'll ask my husband to buy it for me. Because thanks to Hannah, aka the Corner Craft, I want to knit all the socks now. As she says, I want to knit all the things. So yes, I want to knit all the socks now. I want to find my groove knitting socks, and that's going to be the things I knit. I'm not going to knit other items because I still love my crochet, but I want to knit the socks. That's going to be my go-to for knitting socks, because it's fast for the most part. Instant gratification. Anyway, that's it guys, I'm really going now. Oh, if you want to check me out on social media, of course I do not know how to edit videos very well, but I'm going to try later. You can check me out at Instagram, and I'm at Goya Snow, Goya. I'm going to try to edit this video, see if I can put it here somewhere. We'll see. If I can put a graphic somewhere here. I'm going to figure it out one day. One day I'll figure it out. Anyway, yes, Instagram, at Goya Snow, GoyaSnow. Twitter, I'm at Melly, MELLI _MEL, Melly. And that's it. Because Facebook is mainly for my private friends and family. I may start a Facebook page though for my jewelry / stitch markers. Depends, to sell. We'll see. Because I don't have the money to be able to start a web page, and I don't want to go on Etsy because I've heard so many stuff about fees and stuff, and so I really don't know where else to go. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. I will talk to you later, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. Bye.